We're excited to kick off this 2018-19 season here at the Haven. We've had a lot of change over the past year, and we're really looking forward to this new group of guys and really seeing if they can find their identity here in the next couple weeks. We have some great leadership in our returners, and Jihad Barnes and Matt Cerruti and Jesse McPherson. Also Marcus Jackson, Christian Kelly are guys that played some valuable minutes for us last year, and they've done a great job of helping implement our newcomers. Jalen Washington is a transfer for us. Ibrahim Silla, Noah Warren, and also Brandon McGlynn are guys that I think will give us some really good impact as freshmen and newcomers. And our goals are really simple this season. We're trying to come every day, bring a lot of energy, bring positive energy, and improve each practice. If we do that, we feel that our season will just improve as we go on, and we're just excited for it to get started.
I'm looking forward to see what we have this year. Right now we've got a lot of new faces, 9 new players, 5 of them are freshmen, and we've lost 2 previous all-conference players in Matt Tamanowski and Malik Carter. So they're quite a big group of people to fill with some new players. So I'm in my 4th week, and our assistant coach is in his 8th day. So we've got a lot of things to get done here in a short amount of time prior to our first scrimmage on October 27th. So I'm looking forward to see what we can be. We've got Nasir Marshburn is a new junior college transfer who's been a great addition to the roster. Tyler Moff is our only returning starter, and he's improved himself in the offseason. And I am pleasantly surprised with the freshmen so far. We've got 5 of them who've improved dramatically in a short amount of time.
We're really looking forward to the start of our year. Our players have done a great job in their preseason workouts, getting themselves prepared for what lies ahead. We have two starting guards back from last year, Kyrie Morris, our point guard, and Sam Saxon, our shooting guard. Kyrie brings a lot to our team. He's the heart and soul of our team. His competitive spirit, his toughness, his leadership really makes our team go. And Sam Saxon has done a great job of improving his overall game throughout the off-season. Austin Harriott is another player who returns for us from last year's team, who's got a lot of experience. His defensive abilities, his ability to rebound the basketball, score in transition. He's also improved a lot on his perimeter shooting, so we're looking for big things from him as well. Ethan Houston, as a freshman last year, played a lot, and his ability to score the ball in the paint and from the perimeter really gives us a lot of versatility within our offense. We've also brought in 5 freshmen that we're really excited about. All 5 compete hard, love to play, have brought an enthusiasm to our team and practice every day. We're really excited about.
We're really excited to get started here. Practice has been great so far. We're really happy to have 6 returners that have played college basketball before and have gotten really good experience with our program here the last 2 years in this rebuild. And we're really excited about our freshman class and having the upper class and being able to show them what it takes to compete in a really good conference and what it takes to compete at a high level and be successful. I think for those 6 upperclassmen, I think they need to take another step forward. Those guys have all looked great so far, and I think have added some strength and conditioning and added some things to their game in the off season that I think hopefully will be able to take their game to the next level. And then I think the freshmen need to grow up fast. We still have a young basketball team, and get them experience and have them fail a little bit and learn what it takes to be successful. But we're really excited, and we're hoping to push this rebuild forward another step this year.
We're looking forward this year to the 2018-19 basketball season. We got 2 outstanding returners in Anthony Lee, who was first team All-League last year, Mo Williams, who was our freshman of the year for the PSAC. So we have 2 real solid, fundamentally good building blocks, and I think we've coupled with some good returners and expecting some good minutes from Ricky Hicks and Dave Johnson, and Keon Hardy's done a real nice job, and I think this year, Facundo Aarons, the young man that we got from Argentina, has really played well, and we're looking for him to give us some good minutes and really do what we expected him to do. And newcomers this year, you know, we've got 7 freshmen, and you know, a couple may redshirt, and but they are certainly athletic. I mean, our guards, they are probably 4 of the better recruiting class guards we've had in a long time as a group. And we got a Kello Mosby, a 6'9" young man from Philly. Engineering and science just gets better every day. Working on his footwork and a little bit of his stamina. And we have 2 transfers. Sean Griffin from Holy Family, a 6'8" center, who's extremely athletic, and Taraji Brake, who's a young man from Lock Haven, who won't be eligible this year, but is an outstanding player. And so I think our squad is good. I think I like our roster. I think we're young, and I think you know, we'll hit our stride hopefully mid-January, February, and do well in the PSAC.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this year. I think it presents an interesting challenge for us just because we relied so heavily on some of the seniors that we graduated from last year's team, and so you know, it's an opportunity for our upperclassmen that are returning, and we've got some good newcomers that we think could help us as well. So, you know, it should be a good year. I'm cautiously optimistic and think we could be pretty competitive again. But, you know, our conference is always super competitive, and we have enough guys that have been through it and have had success here that they understand what needs to be done. And we've had a great preseason and are working very hard, and I like our focus, and you know, I'm excited that we're able to practice now every day and start working towards something.
Last year was a great experience for our guys, and we have a number of guys that did get great experience from that. Jaquan Jones coming back this year, senior for our program, returning PSAC, second team PSAC player for us. Nick Giordano, also a senior at the wing spot, was our leading returning scorer coming back. Josh Williams at the 4 spot will take over full time there, and Josh is going to do a really good job for us, also a senior. And then we have a lot of underclassmen that got a good experience for us last year. Montrell Morgan at the guard spot, Mark Rodriguez at the guard spot, Michael Weiss, who's greatly improved inside. And then with this group being, we're going to be a little bit younger. We're going to have some guys, 3 guys that stuck out so far in our preseason. Ryan Smith, 6'10" freshman out of Lampeter Strasburg. Shamir Johnson from Newark East Side, who's a point guard with backup Jaquan Jones. And Ish Horn from Plymouth Whitemarsh High School in Philadelphia. Those are the 3 guys that have looked good in practice to this early point, and we're going to rely on as we go through the season.
The start of the season has been really good. I really like this team. We have 5 seniors that are doing an excellent job of leading our young guys. They have a ton of experience. They've been in 2 NCAA games. They've been in conference championship games, so they really know what it takes in order to win. The group that I'm probably the most surprised of the production that they've been doing over the last couple of days is our sophomores. I think they really gained a lot of experience last year. They're playing really well as a unit, and I think they're pushing our seniors to play better while they're on the floor. So I guess the outlook for us is we want to try to be as consistent and effective as we possibly can each possession. Our goal every year is to be one of the better defensive teams in the conference, and I think if we can defend like we've defended in the past, there's a good chance that we'll be where we want to be at the end of the season.
Mason Mraz returns for us, and Kyrie Williams returned, RJ Legan. Some of the guys that's returning that we expect to give us some quality minutes. We picked up 3 guys from the same junior college, which is Lackawanna, which is Stephon Rodriguez, John Williams, and Javante Pipkin. We also added a kid, Elijah Cottrell and Lawrence Lemon. Also brought in a couple freshmen this year, Sheriff Conte from New York, from the Bronx, and James Price Jr. from Baltimore. Our schedule, we actually have 2 D1 exhibition games this year. We go out to Drexel in the beginning of November, and then we go down to Norfolk State the week after that. Also, too, we open up the season home with Teal You know, it's going to be an interesting year because of our venue, but we're excited about it. The floor, the atmosphere is going to be great. We're just looking forward to getting back on the court.
I'm excited about the season. You know, our guys have really dedicated themselves in the off-season to get better and improve. We have some good veterans coming back and some young guys who've really been competing every day in practice. I feel like our schedule very competitive. Obviously, you know, the regular season and the PSAC is going to be good. We scheduled some non-conference games that should test us and be ready. So we're excited to get started and ready to get going.
All right, gearing up for a new season up here in Edinboro. A lot of change going on up here. You know, we've lost 3 starters up here. 2 of them all-league players. The other one was the PSAC scholar athlete. Obviously, Jamin Mason is a huge loss, 4-year starter. Can't underestimate everything that he did for our program. Keyshawn Liggins, in his 1 year with us, came in and really had one of the best seasons in school history. You know, and so both of those guys have moved on and graduated. And so now we have a whole crop of newcomers. We have a lot of guys that don't have experience in the PSAC. We have a lot of guys that are just trying to feel their way through. And one of the positives is that we have some solid returners. Obviously, Anthony Coleman had a very good year last season. Jaron Simpson, Alex J., Jack Frank, Trey Staunch, all those guys have had good seasons last year helping us. And so now we're just trying to put all the pieces together.
Okay, we're really excited about the upcoming season. It's the youngest team that I've ever had in my 30 years here at PITT-JOHNSTOWN. We have 6 freshmen and a redshirt freshman, so we're really looking for our returning upperclassmen to lead those guys. And I feel Josh Wise has been a great leader so far in preseason, and we think he's an all-conference type of player. Orlando King's a very positive, upbeat team guy, so we're hoping he gives us some leadership, and we're going to probably maybe take our lumps early. We're going to try to win games and improve as we go along.
Well, just getting out there, you know, this year is really different for me because other than one player, everything is new for everybody, and we're working hard, but really to understand our guys and for them to understand us and really set the culture of our program. You know, we do some things very well, and we have some things we have to work on. You know, the one thing that's been consistent, we've had great effort, which I'm very happy with. We're a little bit behind, maybe offensively and defensively with schemes and so forth, but our effort has been outstanding at this point, and I'm really excited to continue to work with these guys because I do feel like they're giving me their best at this point. Well, I think our strengths are going to be our quickness. I think we've got a fast basketball team. I think we have a little bit of combination of some guys that can shoot it, some guys that can put it on the floor. So I'm excited to see how we can blend all that together to put a productive team out there on the court.
Well, obviously, Derek Ellis started every game at the point. Pat Smith started every game inside. So we have 2 starters returning. Avalo Ferreira's come back from a foot injury, played a little bit for us last year, about half and half. He showed some promise. And then we have to rely on our new guys. We lost Lorenzo and Malcolm, who are our 2 leading scorers, played the most minutes, took the most shots. So we got to find some production from some of our recruits. Some guys that we're relying on. Jason Massey from Brown, I think, is going to be an impact player. Micah McIntosh from Toronto, Tristan from Kaiser, Malik Jones. We're going to have to find some guys to put points on the board and to understand our matchup defense if we're going to be successful.
We lost a lot of guys from last year's team that was a PSAC finalist. So with that being said, we did have a lot of guys that did play meaningful minutes last year, so their roles obviously have to greatly expand. Brought in some good players, so we're going to hope that we can play as we normally do, be very sound defensively, do a good job rebounding, and share the ball offensively.
We're excited for the 2018-19 season here at Slippery Rock. We just started practice up, and we're excited for another good season. We know we don't have a lot of familiar faces back on the team, but the one that we do have is a returning All-American in Micah Till. Another newcomer they have is John Warren from Augustana College, and he won a national championship there 2 years ago. So I think everyone's familiar with those two players, but the rest of the team, I think, will be new to a lot of our fans and people in the league. Two guys that have stood out is one which is a familiar face that was out last year with a knee injury, Vinny Lastly, and another guy who's done a good job with leadership is Jared Armstrong. He's a junior from Philadelphia. Our team is full of new faces, new guys, all working hard. We're real happy with what they're doing. We anticipate them to keep up the same work ethic and enthusiasm, and we're going to need it because we play another tough schedule. Open up at Fairmont in the Fairmont Notre Dame Classic. Fairmont's one of the top teams in the country. And then we have Damon College and Adelaide coming up and a few others. And then, of course, we start league play with East Stroudsburg and Westchester. So tough season ahead of us, and we got to be ready and start that today with practice.
I think we have a lot of good players coming back and a talented team, and I think a big question, whether we can play up to our expectations of people on the outside or even our own expectations is to stay healthy. Last year, we have Armani Foster. We threw out his shoulder, missed the whole year. We're glad to have him back. I think he's going to make a nice impact on our team, and I think the core of the three seniors, Jacobo Diaz, Dante Lombardi, and William Bradwick, is a very strong core for us to build from. And how good we are, what type of year we have, probably depends a lot on the other guys that we've brought into the program. And we're excited to get the process going and have a lot of expectations with the seniors that we have back. Looking forward to a good year. Well, we want to test ourselves with our scheduling early in the year, and we want to find out what some of our weaknesses are, and we also want to build a little bit of a strength of schedule for the NCAA selection committee to look at. I think Virginia State was up here last year. They were #1 seed in the region. I think it doesn't get any better than that. Bowie State's always perennially strong. We have Lemoyne. We're playing Lemoyne College. We're fortunate to put together a schedule like that. Our guys are upperclassmen. They need to be challenged like that, and I think it'll make us better in the long run throughout the course of the year.